So hello everyone, today we are going to know about series and parallel circuits. How will you understand that the combination is a series or a parallel? So now what you can able to see here, that these two elements, there are two elements, they are connected at this point. These points where two elements are connected are called node or junction. Now which combination will be known as series? As there is a voltage source, a current will appear from this source, and if the same amount of current is passing through each of the element of a circuit in a closed path, then it will be known as a series combination. So what I would like to say, that when you will find that same amount of current is flowing through each of the element of any closed path, you will understand that they are in series combination. So how will you understand what amount of current will flow through this circuit? We will know. We know about the equivalent resistance. How current will flow in a circuit? Current, when it is coming from a source, it will measure how much resistance it will get in the whole path from coming from here, and obviously it will come to here. If it will come to at this point of the negative point of the battery. Anyhow, if these two paths are not connected, current will not flow, because that will called a open circuit. Suppose these two elements are present, but anyhow here at this point the wire is not connected, that is, the wire has been broken. Okay, now if that happens, as current the resistance of the air is infinite and it is not a conductor, naturally current will not flow, and it will be known as an open circuit. So current will only flow when it will get a finite amount of resistance in the path. Okay, and how it will flow, how it will calculate the overall amount of resistance in the path. So if this path is connected, if these two side, positive and negative side of the battery is connected with these two resistances, current will calculate what is the amount of resistance present in the path. So it will find that whenever he is coming, he have to go through a R1 resistance as well as a R2 resistance. So the overall equivalent resistance of the circuit is this, that is R1 plus R2. Okay, so this is the equivalent resistance of the circuit, R equivalent, that is R1 plus R2. So this R1 plus R2, now this amount of resistance is present in the circuit, and this is the source, this is the voltage source. So what amount of current will flow? As per Ohm's law, you know that there is a relation between voltage and current, that is V is equal to I into R. So that means if I want to get the current, I have to divide the voltage with the total resistance of the circuit. So what is the total resistance? That is the equivalent resistance. So current in this circuit will flow, the amount of current in this circuit will be flow is V by R equivalent. That means it is V by R1 plus R2. Okay, so now when it will flow, now another point I would like to mention, that is the node, the concept of node. As I have told you that when there node is nothing but a junction point of a circuit. So when R1 and R2 is connected at this point, there is a node created. So this is a node. Secondly, this is a element, passive active element, this is another element. So here also this element, whenever is connected with this element, a node has been created. So there is a node. Similarly, when this element, that is this active element, is connected with this resistance R2, another node has been created. So this is the node 3. So in this circuit, in this series circuit, we are getting 3 nodes, number 1, number 2 and number 3. Okay, now what is the utility of the node? If you observe carefully, you will find that this node has a voltage, this node has a voltage and this node has a voltage. Generally, when we think about voltage, actually it is, what is voltage? Voltage is, when we are call about voltage, it is nothing but potential difference. Okay, so potential difference means potential at a point with respect to another point. So there is a reference. So for any circuit there should be a reference. Generally we take the ground as a reference. Okay, so we generally take the negative part of any battery as a ground point. That means we consider it is having a zero potential. Okay, so that means if I make this point grounded, that means this point is at zero potential. The node which is attached to it, because it is the wire, the same point, it is the equipotential point. So at 3 this is having zero potential. Similarly, here also at the negative line, we are, as it is grounded, that means we are considering this is having a zero potential. So now what will be the value of the potential over here? As it is V in written, that means the potential difference on this side of the battery with respect to this is V in. Okay, so that means V in minus 0, that is the voltage profile of this voltage source. So if it is 0, this side voltage will be V in. So if it is V in, naturally, as this point and this point doesn't have any change of voltage because it is wire. So here what is the voltage? Here also the same voltage. So they are in a equipotential line. Similarly, here also it is having the same voltage. So here we are getting the voltage as V in. Okay, so this is the node voltage V in, this is the node voltage V0. Now what will be the voltage over here? Here the voltage will be in between V in and V0. How it is, how we will conclude that? Because whenever there is a current flowing through this circuit, it will create a voltage drop. It will create a voltage drop, because as per our Ohm's law, we know that temperature and other physical condition being constant, the amount of voltage is directly proportional to the current flowing through the directly proportional to the current flowing through the element. Okay, so this type of things. So what we are getting, that the voltage will be proportional for all the physical condition being constant. The voltage is proportional to the current flowing through this element. So what is the resistance of the element? That is R1. So what is the current flowing through this whole circuit? This is I. So I means V by R1 plus R2. So if I is going through it, it will create a voltage, it will generate a voltage, or it will create a potential difference between these 2 points, that will be equal to I into R1. Okay, and this is the voltage drop across this resistance R1. So I will call it V1. Okay, I will call it as V1. So now what is the magnitude of V1? V1 will be, I means V in by R1 plus R2 and into R1. So this is the voltage drop at resistance R1. Okay, so now what is the potential over here? Here the potential was V in. Now this amount, V1 amount of drop is occurred over here. That means it is lost. It is lost. Naturally here, what is the amount of voltage will come? Definitely it will be V in minus the lost voltage. That means minus V1. So this value will be V in minus V in into R1 divided by R1 plus R2. That means V in into 1 minus R1 by R1 plus R2. Okay, so this is potential. This is the potential at the node 2. It is the potential. I am taking it as voltage at node 2. So this is the voltage at node 2. And what we can understand that if this is the potential at node 2, now some amount of drop will occur, that is some amount of drop, that is I into R2 will occur, and then from this point, from the potential at node 2, if that thing is lost, finally 0 volt will be appear at the node 3. So this voltage is actually in between voltage of V in and the reference voltage. I hope you have understood all of the factors of a series circuit. Thank you.